Greetings. Today I'm out in the motorhome because I've now got an issue with the reversing camera. The setup's been on here for a couple of years now and it was just a cheap one and I can't complain, but the way things are just now, and I really don't want to go and spend more money on a cheap one, but at the same time as well, it was originally bought not just as a reversing camera, but because of the setup of this van, I actually tried to use it as well as your rear view mirror. So, pondering today, you'll notice that last year I bought a mirror that had a dash cam built into it, and it also had a reversing camera built into it, and this thing was quite good. This was the Jan site. So it got me thinking, what's out there now from when I bought, and is it worthwhile upgrading to say 4K? Because, well, I can now. I've got a reason. It's not just a sake of buying something because I want to. So, went on to my favourite shop, and turns out that you struggle to get anything at 4K under £150. You're really, if you're looking half decent, you're looking at something at about £200. That's a lot of money just to put on a camera, okay, or a mirror, or whatever you want to call this. But in saying that, the way that the technology is moving, I had a wee skittle around and I come across two that I found very interesting, and they were not just under £100, they were actually under £80, £75, and actually one of them actually had £20 off because it was the last one that was on there, and yeah, lo and behold, it's a Jan site, so it's what I put in the Porsche. But it's a Jan site with a difference, but I'll come back to that in another review. So, because today I want to speak to you about this one, okay, which is the KQQ Mirror dash cam. Now, I've actually got a wee jig set up here to actually show you, but before I do show you that, there was a couple of issues, or sorry, a couple of things I wanted to mention on it. And the first one is that the front camera on this one is 2.5K, whereas the back camera is only 1080p. Now, if that's the case, this is going to be used more as a rear view mirror and for the reversing purposes of the vehicle, but it's not really meant, or I wasn't really buying it for the front, but to get a 2.5 or 2.5K image, right, it's a lot sharper and crisper than 4K. And I've actually got the thing sitting here working right behind, so all we know is we'll now go on to what I'm waffling on here about. Oh, and one last thing as well, this mirror is a 12-inch mirror. A lot of them are 10, or a lot of them are 11. A lot of them have got just the mirror, and it's a wee 4.5-inch screen that pops up. Great technology in its day, cheapest chips now, if you're into something that would do you. So I'm not going to slate these things off. This is all about what I'm needing to purchase and, well, what'll work for me. So, further ado, let's get on with it. This button doesn't work. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present you with the KQQ 12-inch dashcam mirror / reversing camera thingy. Now, I've got it, as you can see, sitting here on the screen, okay? This camera here is the front screen camera, which is 2.5K, which is what it's showing just now. And this camera here is the reversing camera, and I'm not really sure until I actually go and see this back, but I think you can actually tell the difference between 2.5K and 1080p. Now this gave me the burning question of, really about 4K. So if that's 1080 and that's 2.5K, look how sharp that is. Wow, what is the resolution going to be like? So, but one of the things I like about this as well is the dash cam on this is, it's a separate unit, okay? So basically this plugs in to, you see the wire there at the top? This plugs into this mirror, but you can put this wherever it suits you on your screen on the van, okay? Whereas the back one here, okay, this is, as you can see, the wee brackety thing there, look, this is fixed, and well, that's it. Now another cracking feature on this thing is, while the cameras, you have them fixed, you can actually again move these pictures, so you can set it to, it's only an up and down tilt, but it's still, but look, you can even do the same with the back one, okay? Now, so there's the back one there, and there's the gives you an idea of the movement you can get with the camera. If I swipe it again, that's the front, and again you can do the same. So you can give it an infinite little change on what's what. So, there's the dilemma. Is it actually going to be worth keeping this? Because it is a nice screen, it is fully functionable. Oh, by the way, an SD card comes with this as well. Alright, so that's you get a lot for your money here on this actually. So it actually comes with a 64 gig NetAC. You know, no, one of these common brands that you've never heard of. You also got your, you've got extra mountain, it's like these 3M mountain stickers you get, and there's actually 4 of these rubber, they actually go into the back of the camera, they wrap around your original mirror, so through time I reckon they would probably perish, but hey, you've got a couple of spares. So that's about it for that. But when you go to the touch the screen here, right, to bring up the memory, I'm not sure if I'm actually getting this into you or not. You then go into this screen here. If I turn this around a bit, there you go. So this is now what it actually does, and this is some of the functions that's into it. And although it may look a lot, actually it isn't a lot, because well, there's even one in here that really got me. It says stream media. So if I touch that, it says it's off, front camera, rear camera, front and rear camera. So I thought, I'll stream the media from the front rear camera, because there's a possibility of streaming this media when I'm out and about. So I could be someplace, like my trip on Glencoe there for New Year. I could have been driving through Glencoe, just to let people see. You could actually do a live stream and people could follow you and see exactly what it's like, rather than actually putting the footage up of you're running through Glencoe and you know you're in it on time lapse and it's just a like that. That was actually me. That wasn't a time lapse. No bad, eh? So, how do you get this from Stream Media? I haven't got a clue. I actually, for once, and this is why I don't do instructions books, I actually opened it up and I went and found it, and it says Stream Media, and it just pushed that button. And that was it. Nothing. No guidance on what it does, how it does, and as far as I can see, there's not even an app for to get your footage from here to wherever you want to do it. So for instance, I would actually have to get right into the gubbins here on the top, because this is where the TF card actually is. So I'd physically have to go in and remove the TF card just so that I can go and stick it in the PC and do it on the editing suite. So why do I have a dilemma? Well, this other one that's coming is It's actually got a hardwire kit thrown into it, and the hardwire kit does an extra function on. These things have things called a G sensor, so it picks up movement, but it's not a case of so much of the movement, it's the fact that because you put a hardwire kit into it, it doesn't drain your battery that much, but what it does is it gives you a 24-hour surveillance, and if something happens, the G sensor will depend on the level of sensitivity you set to shock it, because you do, like everything else, you've got either off, so it'll no work, or you have low, medium and high. So low is a really good batter to get it to kick in, whereas high is just a and the thing will start recording. So that's something else to play with on another video, I suppose, but at the same time as well, there's loads of videos out here for these kind of things. I come across a camera which I really would love to go and buy, and it's a 360 camera. Down at the bottom here is the camera, and the camera gives you this very, very weird camera, by the way, gives you a 360 view. Now this thing I'm not expecting to be under £200, that would be a cert, but the fact is it gives you on your screen here 3 separate streams at the same time, which would give you a front camera, a back camera, and in the middle, inside the cab. So basically you could be vlogging and driving all at the same time, and this guy's doing all the work for you. No, this one, the one I can't find. So again, that's the technology that's coming out. So from this, I've just got to wait on man in a van coming, you know, that mate, and when he comes, we'll then get the next one out, the Jan site, and we'll see how good that does.